Ever look at the items and think to yourself, do these things have lore? Well, I looked into it. It turns out the items do have lore. Allow me to elaborate. Everyone knows that Man Company has a reputation when it comes to cosmetics. But it wasn't always like that. Originally there weren't that many hats, but then the demands rose. Then people start making their own. So Bidwill and Ready offer to sell them through the company. It was a hit, which brings us to today. There are also implications that the Team Fortress 2 Steam Workshop is canon, which would make all items on it canon regardless of whether or not they're accepted. You know what that means, the Big Slappy and the Motherly Father are technically canons. I will be crying if I still have the ability to feel. Let's move on. The discontinuation of hats is also a thing. Their discontinuation is either because they are too old and would be better off in a museum, or because of something more sinister. It was a sad day. The company lost the original 9 hats to the Mayonnaise Man and his or her raccoons. And if anyone wants to reenact this because they don't like the JoJo set, let me tell you, it's not worth it. All you're doing is making it more valuable. Just let the demands sort themselves out. Now, the crossover items. It turns out they too have lore. I'm as surprised as you are. According to this note that came with the monotechnology bundle, Bidwill pulled up to Sarif Industries and borrowed a crate because Hale told him to. Afterward, Sarif decided to form an all-new, high-level security team to protect its research and employees. All because Saxton Hale jokingly dared his friend to do it for the Vine. And judging from how Hale told him to stop documenting these things, it's entirely possible that it wasn't his last heist. Should a cringeworthy Genshin Impact crossover promotion occur, Bidwill should take one for the team and be there on their behalf. One more thing before we move on to the weapons. Item descriptions are technically canon, as in they are in the Man Company weapons catalog. Whether or not they can be trusted is up for debate. So the lore nuggets within the items should be taken with a grain of salt. For all we know, it could have been Classic Scout who stole Scout's identity to do the touchy-touchy on those high schoolers. With that being said, if the description of the top notch is canon, this would mean Saxton Hale, Bidwill, and Ready New Notch, the former CEO of Minecraft. Seeing how Herobrine is no longer removed from Minecraft updates, the observer could literally be Herobrine, who left Minecraft after finding out that Notch got booted. But let's not go there right now, I have a job to do. And finally, the weapons. They are either one of a kind, improvised during an encounter, stolen from somewhere, or made by either Man Company or other companies. An example would be TF Industries, who produce the sentry guns and sandwiches. Bootleg equivalents are a thing if you count this artwork of Old Nick as canon. Almost forgot about the action items. It was Ready who came up with the Doula, Gifting Man from Gifting Land, and Philatela, also known as the pay-to-own hats. Very cool. And that should be all on the lore for the items. Did I forget something? Could the Observer and Herobrine be the same being? Will the Mayonnaise Man strike again? Why was the Islander left behind? Maybe some other time. But if anyone has a TF2 lore question, put it in the comments and I'll see what I can do.